Hello students, welcome to this ICT Grade 8 learning session in practical problem solving and programming. Today we will examine how the selection construct is used in Scratch 2.0. This video lesson will cover what a selection construct is, types of selection constructs in Scratch 2.0, how selection constructs are used in Scratch 2.0 projects. Then we will have a quick test followed by a recap of the lesson. What is a selection construct? Selection is a programming term for choosing whether an instruction or a group of instructions should be executed or not. A selection construct is based upon a certain condition being true or false. Depending on the answer given, the program will follow a certain step and ignore others. If condition is true, then statements A. Else, if condition is false, other statements. In Scratch, you can build selection into a sequence of instructions using the following control blocks: the if-then block and the if-then-else block. The if-then block provides a one-way branch, while the if-then-else block offers a two-way branch. In the one-way branch block, if the condition is true, the block inside is run. In the two-way branch block, if the condition is true, the block inside the if portion is run. If the condition is false, the block inside the else portion is run. Now we will have a closer look at both selection constructs, followed by some examples of how they are used in Scratch projects. Let us begin with the one-way branch if. In a one-way branch, the coding blocks inside the if block is executed only when the condition is true. When the condition is false, the program continues executing any code below the if block. The following script asks the user for some input and will display a message depending on what was entered. The condition here is answer is equal to H. This code block is executed only when the condition is true. That is, when H is typed. Let us see what happens when the script from the previous slide is run. When prompted to type an alphabet, if I type letter A, nothing happens. But when I type letter H, the sprite says hello for 2 seconds. That is, when the condition is true, the instruction inside the if block is executed. There may be more than one if blocks in a script. In this script, we have 2 if blocks. The instruction inside the first if block will be carried out only if H is typed. And the instruction inside the second if block will be carried out only if B is typed. Running the script from the previous slide, we observe that when letter H is typed, the sprite says hello. And when letter B is typed, the sprite says bye. In a two-way branch, one section of code is executed when the condition is true. And a different section of code is executed when the condition is false. In the script below, the code following the if is executed when the condition is true, while the code following the else is executed when the condition is false. Let us watch a demonstration of the script from the previous slide. The sprite prompts the user to input marks. When I type 50, the sprite says pass. Now I type 33. The sprite says fail. As you have observed, if the condition is true, the sprite displays the message inside the if block. And if the condition is false, the message from the else portion is displayed. Now let us do a quick test on what you have learned today. Read the following questions carefully and answer accordingly. You will have a few seconds to give your answer. Number 1. A selection construct is based on a condition. True or false? The answer is true. A selection construct is based upon whether a condition is true or false. Number 2. In Scratch, a selection construct is built using motion blocks. True or false? The answer is false. A selection construct is built using control blocks. Number 3. Which of the following will be used to build a two-way branch selection construct? Block A or block B? The answer is block B. Dear students, this is the end of our quick test. I hope that you were able to get all the correct answers. Now it's time for a recap of today's lesson. In programming, a selection construct is used to control the order in which statements are executed. The selection construct is based upon whether a certain condition is true or false. In Scratch 2.0, two control blocks are used to represent selection. The one-way branch if block and the two-way branch if-else block. Dear students, we have reached the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye and see you soon.